I have hosted 19 maps and there are 2 more on the way. What I've come to notice over the years is that people have some misconceptions about maps, which can clearly be seen by some of the comments they make. Now, while there is no single way to host a map, I'm going to give you some advice on how to increase your chances of getting in one and how to act when you have a part. For the entirety of this video, you should remember that other map hosts probably have different methods and opinions, so my advice isn't true for all maps. I'm going to tell you about what to do and what not to do when joining a map. First, let's go over what you should do. Have some animation examples on your channel. It doesn't have to be a map part, it can be an animation meme, or an animation test, or anything that you have animated before. Or, in the case of a PMV map, drawn before. I like to see evidence that the possible participant is able to animate different kinds of things. But what exactly I'm looking for depends on what map it is and which part they're asking for. For example, if the part you're asking for should have a lot of action, then I'm looking for the ability to animate that, and a simple tail flick or head turn is not going to be enough. If the part should have lip sync, then I'm looking for evidence that you're able to animate that. I'm also often looking for the ability to draw background, make line art and color your animation, so it's good to have something complete on your channel. About half of the people asking for a part, at least in my maps, are denied because there aren't enough animation examples on their channels. Ask for multiple parts or any part. If you only ask for one part, then if one person with better skill than you asks for the same one, you're not going to get it. But if you ask for any part in a 20-part map, then 20 people need to have better skill level than you for you to be denied the part. Read the rules carefully before asking for a part, so that you know whether you'll be able to meet the requirements of the map host. What if the map has a really strict deadline that you have to meet, that's stated in the rules, but you didn't read the rules, and then you get the part and realize you don't have time to make it? That's gonna be awkward and stressful for you for no reason. Read the rules. Some hosts also like to include a code word in the rules, and won't let you in the map unless you have included that in your comment. Be in contact with the map host, provide them with incomplete versions of your part, so they can feel at ease knowing that you're working on it. Sending work in progresses also makes it less likely for the host to kick you out if you accidentally miss the deadline, and gives them a chance to correct any mistakes you might have made before it's too late. If you need to drop out or you need more time, tell the map host about it as soon as you can. If you don't get in the map, maybe try for one that's more beginner friendly. Practice makes perfect. So then, here are some things that you should not do. You shouldn't ask for a part multiple times. If your previous comment mysteriously disappeared, that's probably because the map host is cleaning the comments and you didn't get the part. Commenting multiple times doesn't increase your chances of getting a part, it's not a lottery. At least I read all of the comments. Don't reply to other people's comments while asking for a part. As I said, I read every comment and review every channel before deciding who gets the part. But if you asking for a part is under another person's comment, I will probably not see it because I review the channels from the oldest comment to the most recent one, and there's a chance I already passed by the comment you replied to. Do not have an animation cringe compilation on your channel. We don't like those. Do not ask for a part as quickly as possible after the call has been released. Every time I upload one of these, not even a minute after, there will be many comments asking for part 1 or 2, since that's as far as they had time to watch the video before quickly making their comment. Most map hosts like to wait a while before giving people parts. With me, it takes around 32 hours, so you're definitely not in a hurry. You're just decreasing your chances of getting in by asking for the part that literally every other person trying to quickly snatch a part asks for. If your comment is like, I would ask for a part, but my art is bad, sniffle sniffle, I would never getting anyways. Yeah, you sure as heck won't, because you're not even asking for any part. I once had just decided whom to give the parts to, but one of the new participants' comment was missing, and I thought I might have accidentally deleted it. So I went to the channel of the participant and commented on their video about how I accidentally deleted the comment and they got the part. Turns out the new participant had deleted the comment themselves, because they thought they wouldn't get in anyways. But they did. They were wrong. They were just underestimating themselves, but fortunately I had seen their comment before they deleted it. And now I have a good example to use. Yay. So just ask for a part, who knows, maybe you will get one. Do not try to find a code word in the comments. For countless times I've seen people assume the map has a code word hidden somewhere, but instead of actually reading the description, they try to look for common phrases in the pre-existing comments that are usually not even the code word. And you guys, I didn't even have a code word, so if you just made a normal comment, I wouldn't have known that you didn't read the rules. But you went ahead and revealed it to me that you didn't by typing in some random sentence that you found in another person's comment. My god! Don't ask for a part if you already have a million other ones. Just finish those first, please. Even if you think you can manage all of them, if something comes up, like for example you break your wrist, you'll end up having to drop out of these bazillion maps instead of just one or two. Do not stop talking to the host if you can't finish your part in time or at all. This is honestly one of the most stressful things for a map host, in my opinion. Someone doesn't finish their part in time, you ask, how's the part going? You get no response. You're wondering if they just didn't see the message and then message them again in a week or so. Still no response. You kindly tell them you'll unfortunately have to kick them out if they don't answer. Still no response. So then you finally do it, you kick them out. Congratulations, participant, you just wasted everyone's time and nerves. Just tell the host that you won't be able to finish the part. That way, they can quickly contact the backup and the production shall continue. If you don't get the part, which is often likely considering that some maps, including many of mine, have hundreds of people asking for a part, don't get angry about it. Don't send the host or the participants angry messages about how you should have been the one to get in, how your animation is better than some of the participants, how the map host probably just hates you and that's why they didn't let you in, etc. Even if you feel this way, you need to remember that art is subjective, and the map host is the one who gets to decide who is the most appropriate person to get the map part. Hosts often will also rather let their friends in a map than some random person who's never been in their map before, because they consider them to be more reliable. The map host probably doesn't hate you, but if you go on a rampage like this, they might start to. Don't refuse to join maps hosted by any other person. I have a few of these people who keep commenting on every single one of my new maps, asking for a part, and their skill level is always the kind that they could almost get a part, just not quite. And they come back for every map that I host and ask again. But there's nothing new on their channel, which is a shame because I feel like if they improved even a tiny bit, they'd really have a good chance. Try for a different map, make some different parts. At least try to animate something in between map parts. Join some maps hosted by smaller channels. So that's about it. If there's anything more you'd like to know, you can ask me down in the comments. Remember that while these tips might help, it's still primarily your skill level that determines whether you're getting a map or not. But that's something you can always improve over time. Thank you for watching.